This episode of Soldier Knows Best is brought to you by the Nissan Innovation Garage. Hey, what's up guys, Soldier Knows Best here. This is about to be my recap video of the Apple media event that they held down today, where they showed off a slew of new products and software. So I'm going to jump right into it and talk about the star of the show, and that is the all-new iPhone 5. And when I say all new, really all new, because we've seen almost everything that Apple announced today already, and rumors and things like that, but I digress. Just going to talk about some of the specs of this bad boy. So it will be 18% thinner than the previous iPhone 4S and over 20% lighter than it as well. And it will be featuring the all new 4-inch Retina display, which will be giving you a resolution of 1136 by 640. And it's going to have a 16:9 ratio, so you won't have that letterbox anymore. So you'll be able to watch widescreen movies, and it'll take up the entire screen now. And it will have 326 ppi, which is pixels per inch. It will have 18% more pixels than the iPhone 4S. So basically, this display is going to be a taller display, not wider, but it will be all overall better quality, and also going to be great for video content as well. And apps will have a lot more space to work around with. As far as going on the inside, it will have the A6 processor inside of it, which is going to be double the performance of the A5. So this iPhone will be essentially twice as fast. I won't say double as fast, but twice as fast as the iPhone 4S in almost every single category. And Apple is also throwing in what they call the ultra fast wireless into this phone, which is basically means that this phone is now getting LTE speed. So it will be part of the LTE networks on AT&T, Verizon, and Sprint from day one, which is a good thing, even though I think Verizon still has the edge on their LTE network. And even though Apple's throwing in LTE into this phone, the battery life does not suffer because of that. You'll still be able to get 8 hours on LTE browsing, like web browsing. You'll be able to get 8 hours of talk time, just regular talk time. And also you'll get about 10 hours of video playback. So Apple has managed to throw in all these extra little features, but still maintain some really solid battery life. And also Apple's throwing in 3 different microphones on this iPhone. There'll be one on the front, one on the back, and one at the bottom to really help to cancel out all that extra noise when you are going to be talking on the phone, the rare occasion when you will be talking on your phone. Now, talking about the camera, it still is an 8 megapixel camera, but Apple has said that they improved the overall optics of this camera. They're using like this sapphire crystal type of technology or material or whatever inside of it, so it's going to be just an overall better quality camera. It should be better low light performance, and also the 1080p video recording has been improved with better image stabilization, and also you can take photos while you're recording a video as well. And also they're throwing this new panorama mode now. You can take a panoramic picture, basically just you can kind of swipe your phone from left to right, and it'll be able to take a picture and stitch it all together. And from the example pictures that it's shown us, it looked to be a really nice looking picture that is a result of this new panorama mode. And now the front facing camera is now a FaceTime HD camera in 720p video. So, and it will be able to do it over cellular, but again, AT&T, I don't think it's going to allow people to do it, but Verizon and Sprint will more likely allow you to now do FaceTime HD calls on your iPhone using the front facing camera. Now, also taking a look at the bottom of the phone, you will notice that Apple did put the headphone jack on the bottom left, and also they got rid of the 30-pin connector now and replaced it with their new Lightning connector port. Basically just a little port now that will be able to be more durable than the previous 30-pin connector, and also it's going to be reversible, so you don't really have to see which side you put in there. You just be able to just put it right on in there. And so yeah, so this is going to be changing for a lot of people who have these third-party accessories and things like that. Apple will be selling a converter for the old 30-pin connector to this new Lightning connector port for about $30 or so, which is a lot of money, but you do have an option to do that if you want to. Now, Apple did show a demo of iOS 6 running on this iPhone 5, but this iPhone 5 really doesn't have any special features like Siri that the iPhone 4S can't do while running iOS 6. So it is something to take note whether you're thinking about upgrading or not. Your iPhone 4S will be able to run the same features as the iPhone 5, but the iPhone 5 will be faster. And as far as pricing, everything else is pretty much the same like normal in the iPhone upgrade process. For $199 on a 2-year contract, you'll be able to get a 16 gigabyte. $299, you'll be able to get a 32 gigabyte, and then the 64 gigabyte will be running you $399 on a 2-year contract with your respective carrier. And so you'll be able to pre-order this new iPhone starting this Friday on September the 14th, and then it'll be shipping on September the 21st, which is next Friday. So you'll be able to either wait in line that morning to go pick it up at the store, or just wait for FedEx to deliver it to your door, I'm assuming on the 21st. So that's all the news about the new iPhone. Let's going to talk about some of the other announcements and products that they also talked about at this event, starting with the brand new iPod Nano, which if you take a look at it, is definitely different from last year. It's not that little small little square format, which a lot of people did like. Apple's kind of going back to how it was a couple generations ago, where it's going to be taller, a little bit longer. Plus, it has a way bigger screen. It has a 2.5-inch multi-touch display now, which is not only going to be good for watching video again, but being able to navigate through your albums or photos or whatever else that you may have on this iPod Nano. And coming in at 5.4 millimeters thin, this is going to be a very, very small, thin, sleek device. And Apple is also throwing in Bluetooth 4.0 inside of this thing. So now you can put this thing in your car, sync it up with your radio if it has Bluetooth, and just forget about it. And we'll also have an FM radio inside of it with a DVR functionality. So if you want to pause or rewind live radio, you can do that with this new iPod Nano. And they also will have the Nike Plus support for all my fitness gurus out there. And so you'll be able to pre-order this iPod Nano on September the 14th. And it's going to run you about $149. So I would say I actually do like the look of the iPod Nano, and of course it's going to come in a whole bunch of different colors as well. And I was going to talk about the new iPod Touch, which Apple announced today as well. So this thing will have a new aluminum casing to it, and it's almost just as thin as the new iPod Nano, which is pretty impressive. And this new iPod Touch will also have the 4-inch Retina display, the same display that the iPhone 5 will be getting, and it will be all powered by the dual-core A5 processor chip. And the iSight camera on the back of this iPod Touch will be a 5-megapixel camera. It'll be able to record 1080p HD video recording. It'll have all the different enhancements and stuff like that that I talked about with the camera of the new iPhone 5. And also too, will have the 720p HD FaceTime camera as well. And this thing will be running iOS 6 with Siri. And on the back of the iPod Touch, there's this little button you can press and it'll pop out. Then it'll allow you to attach an iPod Touch loop, which is basically a wristband now, so you can carry around your iPod Touch. Everybody was wondering what that little button was, but that's all it is. And that's pretty much the new iPod Touch. Now the pricing is going to be very similar. It's going to be starting off at $299. And this will be available in October, but you can pre-order on September 14th as well. And lastly, Apple has announced some new earphones, what they're calling their EarPods, which if you watch my rumor video I did a couple days ago, these are the same things that person was showing off. It's basically those little pods that Apple has designed to really fit in your ear canal and pump that music directly into your ear and to your brain. So they scan like hundreds of people's ears to make sure they can get this design just right. So anyway, these new EarPods will be coming with the new iPod Nano, iPod Touch, and the new iPhone. So they'll all be coming with that, but you can buy them separately if you wanted to as well. And I think now you can go ahead and pre-order those right now. I think those will be shipping in about 3 business days or something like that when they are released. So anyway, guys, that just about wraps up all the new products and stuff that Apple has announced today. Now, my overall opinion, it kind of sucks that we've seen almost everything with this new iPhone already through all the different leaks and rumors and things like that. It was the same device that we probably seen like 3 months ago. So that's probably why a lot of people aren't too excited over it. But I think Apple did do a pretty good job. It's a pretty good solid update. It's right there along with all the other top Android superphones, definitely as far as hardware is concerned. I'm a little kind of disappointed with iOS 6. I was expecting a little bit more as far as customization or some new feature just like we had with Siri last year. But I think overall this is a very solid update. I do like all the updates to the iPods. I'm probably actually more excited about the new iPods than anything else. So I think Apple did a really good solid job with this event. Nothing blew us away totally, but I think it's overall very solid. So anyway, guys, we're almost done with this video, but before we head out of here, we're going to take one last look at our sponsor for this video. And today's sponsor is Nissan with the Nissan Innovation Garage, where they're trying to give you a chance to bring your own bright idea to life. So say you had an idea to making a new toaster or making a new radio for the car, a new Bluetooth accessory. My idea will probably be to be able to have my car recognized by GPS when I pull up to my house and send a signal to turn all my lights on and turn my TV on to my favorite channel and things like that. Yes, that's a lazy idea, but that's something that I would want. So anyway, if I had that idea, I can go to NissanInnovationGarage.com, submit that idea, and Nissan's going to have a panel of engineers pick 2 winners. And so if you are one of those 2 that are chosen, you will be getting a $50,000 grant to fund your idea, plus a brand new 2013 Nissan Altima. Not a bad deal at all. So again, go to NissanInnovationGarage.com, submit your idea. Really the only bad idea, if you choose not to submit your idea, that will be a bad idea. So anyway, guys, I can't wait to see what ideas you come with. Soldier Knows Best for you. Again, go to their website, submit your idea, and good luck. Alright guys, again, thanks for watching this video. Please leave a comment down below about all this news. What do you think about the new iPhone, the new Nano, new iPod Touch? What product really excited you the most? And thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you later.